Okay, we're moving on to the next track. I'm just looking to see if I could find the actual album because it's here somewhere. I'm moving this whole row. And I'm just looking through really quick to see if it's on this particular layer. I don't see it on this one, so that means it's inside one of my cabinets here. So I will look for that a little bit later. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to the next track. Here come the Warm Jets. We're moving on some faraway beach, which for some of you right now, you'd rather find yourself at. I mean, still watching me, watching the channel. But you may be at work, you may be at school, you may be chilling in your garden, chilling on your patio. It might be freezing outside, snowing, and you just wish, man, I was on some faraway beach. Personally, I'm not much of a beach person, but growing up in Florida, it's one of those things that's always there. So, you do it, and then you're like, it's fine, put me in a mountain. Anyways, let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll talk about it after. Let's go. Coming off that piano. I like that. Literally daydreaming that you're on some faraway beach. This is chill. That's relaxing. Got a lot louder. Comes in like a wave. Big escalation.
Season all these pianos have like a little bit of an interesting sound to them. And it's leading into the next song, Something Frank. I can't see the rest of it. Anyways, I like how this track is just this big elevation, this big wave that just starts so slowly, then just begins to roll, begins to grow, and then eventually you're just washed over with this all this noise and sound, very melodic, but like just a lot of noise, which I really like how that's kind of used here in the track. In some ways, just hear me out, in some ways it reminds me of the Velvet Underground, just because of that noise aspect, but here it's done with a lot more, in this particular case, like finesse, for lack of a better word. I like how the piano starts everything off. Of course, you hear that later on solo, but the piano's in each track that we've heard, but here also, it has like a unique kind of sound to it. It doesn't just sound like a normal piano. And I don't know if that's, well, it probably is doing something to it. It just has a little bit of a something else going on with it. But I just love this big wave of music that slowly pushes us over the edge. Like, it starts so humbly, for lack of a better word, and then, right? I love the harmonies as well. I see that here we have members of the band Sweet Feed, who I've never heard of. Let's go ahead and give them a look up really quick just to see who they are exactly while my Google and internet loads. I really like their harmonies. Can I tell you? And this may just be because he mentions beach in the music, and it also has, beach in the song title and everything. Is this a little Beach Boys-esque to anyone else? Because of the harmonies, that kind of big... I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of Beach Boys, and maybe that's just me. Let's see, because I'm not getting the band. I'm getting feed for chickens and animals. Okay. I'm not finding like information about this band Sweet Feed, or really anything, actually, to be honest. Not at all. So I don't know anything about them, and I can't find anything about them. Sorry about that. But they are sorry. They are providing backing vocals here and apparently on the next track as well. But wasn't this just like wonderful to listen to? And Eno sounds very relaxed when he actually gets into the verse as well, which has some interesting lyrics. We'll dissect that in a little bit. But see how this guitar, and along with all the harmonies, everything just raises. It almost gets to like that distorted volume, like where the microphones begin to peak, but it doesn't hit that, of course. That would be unpleasurable for our ears. But for our pleasure, it does get towards that. And I do like how that, alongside the actual instrumentation, begins to rise before ending in the piano solo, which is leading obviously into the next track, which is Blank Frank. But for now, let's get into these lyrics. Given the chance, I'll die like a baby on some faraway beach when the season's over. I can't think of any other way to think about that than literally. Like a baby turtle? He doesn't specify. Unlikely I'll be remembered. As the tide brushes sand in my eyes, I'll drift away. Drift away in life, but also drift away into the sea. Cast up from the plateau with only one memory, a single syllable, oh, lie low, lie low, lie, 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 lie. Which perhaps that is the obvious of lie. I guess the baby is lying down. Lie. The baby was perhaps promised life, but that was a lie, if you want to dig deeper. And he says that he would like to die like a baby. I don't know. Lyrics are kind of interesting, though. I'll give it that. Definitely makes you think a little bit. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on into the next track, but that'll be for tomorrow's video. Of course, for today's video, please like it. You can subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter. You can do all these things. Hope that you enjoyed yourself. Come on back tomorrow as we meet Blank Frank, and we'll do that. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.